A Fox News alert: Republican Senate candidate in Alabama, Judge Roy Moore, is responding to a report in the Washington Post in which a woman claims Moore, quote, initiated a sexual encounter in 1979 when she was 14 and the judge was 32 years old. Judge Moore says the report is false and calls it a desperate political attack. Peter Doocy is following the story from Washington. Peter.
Dana, just in, the Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell says that he sees these allegations as so serious. He says that if it turns out Moore was inappropriate sexually with a then 14-year-old named Lee Korfman, then he needs to step aside right now. And of course, this is before the election. Alabama's other senator, a Republican, Richard Shelby, just said in a hallway that he does not think there's any place for Judge Moore in the Senate if the story is true. But the candidate himself is calling this false and fake news. In an emailed statement, Moore's campaign says in part, quote, national liberal organizations know their chosen candidate, Doug Jones, is in a death spiral, and this is their last-ditch Hail Mary. The Washington Post has already endorsed the judge's opponent, and for months they have engaged in a systematic campaign to distort the truth about the judge's record and career and derail his campaign. The Washington Post says this accuser, Korfman, did not come to them looking for publicity, and that instead they found her after hearing rumors during other reporting about inappropriate behavior by Moore several decades ago. They also say they found 3 other women who accuse a 30-something Roy Moore of pursuing them when they were between 16 and 18 years old. If Moore ends up quitting right now, his name would probably stay on the ballot of the early December special election to fill Jeff Sessions' seat. However, there could be lawsuits to get new ballots printed. We also just heard from Senator Luther Strange, who Moore defeated in a very hot GOP primary last month, and Luther Strange is calling this very disturbing. Dana.
I imagine he is. All right. Well, Peter Doocy, that news just broke, and thanks for bringing us the latest.